Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Axis Football 2023. This is not a series video. This is a taking the lowest salary cap video, or lowest salary cap team, and within like 5 years to try and win a championship. So, out of the whole entire roster of teams that I have, whether it be the ones that I've made for the other series or the pre-built ones for the game, this is the lowest salary cap. There was like one close that was like 88, 89, but Detroit has the lowest salary cap. And what's nice is it has top players, so it has wide receiver, O-line, and DB. And then it has the average starter age is roughly 26 years old. So kind of young, but not really. Kind of middle in the ballpark. Like at this point, you'd only have 2 years left in Madden to develop the superstars, and then they regress at 28. Where this game, it varies depending on the position. That it goes roughly 29, 30, 31 I think is the max. Then they start regressing, but it all varies. And with it being a letter overall system and not a number system is kind of hard too as well. And we're going to select the team to American style. We could do random rosters to make it more fun, but we're going to keep the rosters as it is. Unlimited funds, we're not going to do that. That's basically just turning the salary cap off, and we are not doing the Europe style for the tier system. So we're going to continue and kind of keep it as it is. For the teams, I could, replace a few of them. Why don't I do that for, replace like 4 or 5 within each one? I think maybe Baltimore would be a good one to replace. A fun one to replace. And Arizona Adventuremen would be a fun one to replace too. So we have that. Denver Lumberjacks would be a good one. So we will do Denver Lumberjacks. And Boston Whalers. We'll do Boston Businessmen. So we'll do 4. 1 in each, so to speak, division. So the South here be Orlando. I think it's like Jacksonville, the Snapping Turtles. We'll do the Tennessee Fighting Frogs, because that's a cool logo. So we'll add those on the American side. The national side, we will do we'll do Chicago Cougars. For the South, we'll do Cleveland. Okay, I thought there was like 2 Carolinas. Like what? We'll do the Tidal Waves for New Orleans. That's a cool team. New Orleans Tidal Waves. We have Dallas, New York, Philadelphia. This would be the Giants, I would imagine. So that would be the New York Torches. This would be the Battle Rams, but we're going to do the Arizona Adventuremen, because that seems to be fun. Alright, so did 4 on each. Not replacing the whole thing, just, 4 to have a little bit of fun with having some higher value, low value type salary caps to kind of, have fun with it. So we're going to start the franchise, and our first game is against Green Bay, but since we do have a salary cap that is very low, coach salary is 18, 146, 5 for the, so we have 43 million left, but what we can do, we can see what we have for coaches. Okay, so defensive coordinator, this has O-line, attributes, and evaluation. So, we're going to remove you, to be honest, because why would you need to be a defensive coordinator when you're a scout and O-line attributes and receiving? You're a B. On defense? Defense, he's a B+. Offense, he's a D+, but yet he has all these attributes. For the offensive side. And a scout. I guess we'll keep him. C+. And then position coaches, QB coach, running back B+, C+, a C, B, C+. Alright. So we are going to upgrade one coach, and we are going to release this coach. It will cost us $720 to pay him out. We will take that. Coach is released. We are going to, and that was the O-line coach. Okay, we are going to hire a new one. So offense, we have Harley Matthews, who has 6 years of experience. It's a B+ overall. Offense, defense, he's an A. Evaluation, he's a C. Motivation, development, is 0 badges. What does this guy do? Special teams guru. We may look into that. But Harley Matthews, we're going to offer you a contract. Give you 10 years. We'll do 8 mil. He's accepted. So we upgraded on a line. When it comes to coordinators, we're going to, or head coach coordinators, we are going to upgrade one. So we're going to release him. Down 900K. Manage position. We're going to hire a new one. And we are going to get this special teams guru. Gonna offer him a contract. 10 years. We're going to make it 5 mil. Okay, he wants a bigger salary. We'll give him 6 mil. Okay, good. 6 mil salary. 10 years, and relative attributes towards special teams coordinator. So we done that. So West Coast, sweet. So what we're gonna do is offer him a 5-year extension. Can we not offer him? I guess we can only offer an extension when it comes to when he's done. Central, Southeast. All right. the Northeast. So he's a B, he's an A, he's a C plus, he's a B plus. So we are going to release this coach. We're kind of taking a little bit of a hit, but overall in general, it's only replacing one coach. This I'm kind of taking a whole new step, so to speak. So we're going to hire a new coach, cultivator. We're going to try and look and see if they have any badges. Champion, a drill master. Now this guy, champion, may want to do that. Development eval. Damian Vega, we are going to offer you a contract. We're going to offer it for you for 10 years. 6.5. Overall, he's a B plus. So, that is a good thing. He's a B. Okay. Great. So, we have everybody a B plus, a B, an A, and a B. So, our scouts are good. Position coaches, a B, B plus, a C plus, a B plus, a B, B, a C plus. Okay. And then our coordinators, head coach is a C, C plus. We were going to get rid of the head coaches, so I'm kind to break the rule for this year because I want hire a new head coach. Because we have badges, we have champion mentality, but we can also go after overall. It's kind of going on offense, but badges wise, drill master, champion, but he's C across the board. Discipline, or this guy, he's a cultivator. He's 52, 500, just a little over 500 overall. So we got cultivator. And offense, B plus on developments. Head coaches are normally like this. Evaluation C plus, motivation C, B plus, C plus. There, we're gonna offer him a contract. I'm gonna give him 10 years. I'll give him 5 mil or 4.5. Okay, there we go. 4.5 annual salary. He upgraded, so he's a B. Great. And then we'll do the offensive coordinator next year. Defensive coordinator, we are set. And special teams, we're set. And position coaches, the QB coach is good. Running back coach is good. C plus will do a receiver coach next year. And then DB, or DB, then receiver. We're doing both because I believe that is it. Everyone else is kind of a B or an A. So we are all set. All it is the receiving and DB coach for next year. So we've got that set and squared away. So don't know what it was before, but maybe it's a little bit more, maybe a little bit less for the coaches. Go to the dashboard or front office, personnel. So let's look at our roster real quick, our depth chart. So we have Mark Knight, that's 32, and 25-year-old Romero Knight. Okay. We got running back 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 running backs, one's the fullback, Justin. We got wide receivers, B pluses, he's 35. I think the better way to look at it is contracts. So we have 2 QBs, 25 and 32. He's got 5 years remaining, and he's got 6 years. So Mark Knight, probably going by age. Or years remaining. That's what it is. Okay. So his salary is 14.3 and he's 32. We may look to trade him for something because for QB, younger QB, or just overall maybe draft picks, because we don't need 14.3 for a 32-year-old, even though he's a B overall. Running back, Archie. So we have 5. A rookie is Justin. Okay. He's got 2 years remaining. B plus 25. 23 is a D plus. We are going to release. Okay. So we just released him. So now we're down to 4. We can offer you 2 more years. I guess that's not working at the moment. Okay. So wide receiver, we got a bunch of 1, 35. He's got 12. So we are going to look to trade Damon Gregory, Arthur Simmons. He's a B, 28. Maybe Oscar and Damon are looking to trade. Then Burt Chandler and Gene Day. Burt Chandler won't be much of a trade, so we will just keep him. Tight end wise, we got a 26-year-old, 23-year-old, 26-year-old. So we can look to try and get a tight end out of these trades. And then O-line wise, we definitely need to get an upgrade on the O-line. So that is something to look at as well. D-line, that too. We will just allow these guys to walk also. And yeah, we'll just let this year play out. Kind of let them walk and trade our best assets right away. Besides our kicker and punter. And so the QB is a trade. The 2 wide receivers. So we may get something for that. And maybe even our offensive lineman. The B plus. D-line. Just kind of keep as it is. And then our linebackers are nothing. DBs. Got 128-year-old. That's a B. B plus Bs. So decent. But not too superstar. So we are going to look at O-line, D-line. So they're looking for an O-line. So overall, we will add player to trade. We are looking for a 3rd round and a 4th round for Mr. Gardner. We will, and we'll add a 5th round the year after that. We will offer the trade, and they accept it. So we got a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or a 3rd, 4th, and 5th within the following years. Which is kind of what I want, but I don't really want that, to be honest. But I will use kind of the trade stock for future picks as well. They need a DB, punter, kicker. They need a linebacker. They need a linebacker. They need a tight end. O-line, D-line. So at this point, nobody needs a wide receiver. I will send him to add player. Add him to the trade. I'll do one. So then I'll try and do a first this year, a second, and a third. Nope. Okay. What about a first and second? Nope. I'll do a second and a third. Or second this year, another third next year. I will add a fifth, and in return I will get a fourth. Okay, so kind of move up in the stock. So we have now 1 pick in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Then we have 2 in the third and 2 in the fourth. And we kind of moved up 1 to get 2 in the fifth. Or we did have 2 in the fifth to get 2 in the fourth. These kind of picks down below, we are potentially just going to use them to get higher like draft stock and try to keep within the first 4 rounds overall, and not stay within the 5th, 6th, and 7th. For sure 6th and 7th. I don't really, at that point you don't really need them, and we will, basically what I'm trying to say is don't really need them to use for the draft, because they're going to be, you know, kind of like, obviously like in real life, some people who are called, you know, the Mr. Irrelevant, the last draft pick of the year, can potentially be superstars and everything, but at those times, like 6th and 7th rounders are just, you know, things you are filling, and they may not even make it to the roster and all that stuff. So we're gonna do some kind of draft pick trades with them. So we'll do a 7th and a 7th for a 6th next year. For a 6th next year. Let's see if that will work. They would like a better trade. Okay. Alright. So then I'll add another 7th. And see if they will do it like this. Getting a 7th this year and next year for next year and the year after. Okay. What if I get rid of this one? They get 7th this year and I get both of those. They'd like a better offer. Okay, what about a 7th this year for the future? Oh, they'd like a draft. I'm gonna add that. So they want 2 7ths for a 6th rounder next year. Okay, we're gonna offer that. They're gonna get that. Okay, so they have 0 6 rounds, but they got 2 7th round picks. Okay. What about getting a 6th round pick for a 6th round this year, and 7th rounds the year after that? Or I want to make it higher to like the 4th round. If you're number 3, 6th and the 7th, for that, they would like a better trade. Okay. And then we will add a 6th round of 2024. Okay, so we've kind of boosted up in draft stock to get 3 4th round picks. So yeah, kind of getting rid of these 2 rows. This year maybe like I do the first round, the second round, because after spending a lot of money on these with getting 1 first round, 2 second round, 3rd round, 4th and 5th, and then kind of just resetting, taking these picks, and then with the 4th round being highly available and stuff like that. So I'm gonna move over to another team like Denver. We're gonna add a 6th and another 6th, but I'm gonna change that because I want to get a 4th round and a 3rd round the year after that. Maybe a 4th round. I want a better trade. What about a 5th round? Okay. Then I think we're set. That we've gotten 1 first for 2022, 1 first, 2 picks in the 2nd round, 2 picks in the 3rd round, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. And then we have 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th. And then for 2024, we have 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. I may try to make those 4th round picks to maybe a 3rd round pick in 2024, or make that 5th round pick into a 3rd round pick. But overall in general, we also have 1 more wide receiver to try, and we're going to add a player and the QB. So we have Arthur Simmons here, or no, that's Oscar. Going to add him to the trade. We're going to want a third round in 2024, but we also want a 4th round in 2023. We need a little more. How about we'll add Mark Knight, and I'm going to change it to get a 2nd round in 2023, a 3rd round in 2024. There we go. We probably had to do a little bit of a payout, so now with our draft picks, we have 2 in the 2nd round, 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th still. So it kind of setting us up with good on draft picks, and won't really have to touch any more of that. We have 30 million to work with, so he is 30 years old. He wants 6 years. I don't have enough. I can only sign like maybe 1 star player. He's 27. He's 24. Wants 4.4. That seems reasonable. He will start right away. We'll kind of make it 7 years. We'll do 5.5. He'll accept the contract. Sweet. QB wise though, a running back is 25. Wants sweet. We'll do 7 years. 5. He accepts. 22. We'll do 2 mil. 7 years. He's locked. So, or we still need to look at more free agency. There's usually not good kickers. There's a couple good linebackers here. Jonathan Campbell, he's 28 and 31. He wants 18, or we have 18, he wants 13. What about 7? Okay. Probably won't be able to, yeah, we won't be able to afford him. Alright. D-line. O-line. 24. Ooh. Get you locked. 3 point, we'll make it 4. And he is locked. Okay. Because we won't be able to afford the... Right, no, we can't afford anyone else. So right now, in our roster spots, we only have 1 QB. We're going to see how that goes. But we can also trade. Practice squad spot. Oh, I think we just filled our spots up, so don't have anybody in the practice squad. So, but what we could do is trade picks for people as well. So Baltimore, Boston, Buffalo, Chicago, Cincinnati, Cleveland. We're gonna go with Houston. We're gonna go with Green Bay. Add player, Mr. Burke. Add player to the trade. Oh, but he wants 28 million. We can't afford it. Unless if we send them a DB. It's 10 mil. So we send our linebacker that we really need. D-line. Roughly 50 or 15. Player. Add him. So yeah. What we could do. Add draft pick, a first round, and a second round for these 4 people. Or these 2. We'll see if they'll take it. For A. Ramsey. If we get rid of one of them and make it a second round. You want maybe a second round. Second round in 2023, but then make it a third round in 2024. But the first rounds aren't going to do it. So second round, maybe second rounds. Okay. Well, we are going to then scratch that idea. So we're just going to have to rock with 1 QB for right now and play a game against Green Bay and kind of get those funds available. So we're going to simulate to the first game. Everyone that we've signed has gone straight to the starting spots, whatever they so may be. And we lost by 8. So it wasn't too bad. overall. And Jordan Sipe on Green Bay X-Men got the offensive player, and then Arizona Adventuremen got defensive player. And we lost to the Cougars, lost to Atlanta, won against Philadelphia, lost to Houston, lost to Carolina, lost to Washington, Green Bay we lost again, Minnesota we lost. So this is kind of like a tanking season overall in general, and we did not make the playoffs. So Chicago made it to the playoffs and Green Bay. We're 1-15. We'll simulate, so Chicago and Green Bay facing each other. Chicago wins. And Chicago and Baltimore. Baltimore wins. 0 retirees, retiring coaches, none. Player progressions, so he increased throw accuracy, Romeo Knight awareness. We will look to, in the first round, to pick up a QB. Wide receiver gained. He's 35, so we probably are going to let him walk and kind of pick up some people in free agency. Linemen, 25, 29. So we got Young, besides Brett and Abraham. Alright, so D-line kind of went downhill, so if anyone's kind of, you stayed the same, which is nice. Then Daryl is probably going to get let go, was regressing so much, or his contract is just going to expire. And Juwan Murray is going to get probably let go as well. So he is regressing fast. So we'll look to the draft. We do have the first overall pick. So the player pool. The thing is you can't trade in the draft. So team summary, we have the first overall pick and the 16. We have the number 7 in round 3, round 4. We have the first round, the first overall, and the first overall in the 5th, and then 6th and 7th we have nothing. I wish you could trade in the draft, but you cannot. So Mark Bridges overall, he has a B+, but team guide, we need, okay, so they say Mark Bridges, or the D lineman. Hopefully we could get a decent QB, but also trying to look. Okay, so there's good running backs too. Wide receiver, tight end, O-line, D-line. Trenton Owens, he has good hit power, agility. We are going to Fabian. Yeah, we'll do Fabian. Maybe a little bit of a reach. Skipped my pick. Alright, so Bridges is gone. Running backs are gone. D-line, DB, linebacker, DB, Brandon Owens. You're UFC. And you go as Bruce Cortez. He's 20 years old. Running backs, I think we are good. Wide receiver, speed. Trevor Welsh. We're going to get drafted. Tight end, we need blocking, catching, awareness, speed. Kurt Lynch. DB, speed. This should be my last pick. Linebacker, speed. Coverage is a D though. Alright, so we got an A+ D lineman for the #1 overall pick. And then we got Brandon Owens, a B DB, a C+ QB. And then we got one wide receiver, a B, that's a C, a B+ tight end at the end of the 3rd round, or the second, 3rd round pick. We got a DB that's a B, so we got 2 DBs that are Bs, and a linebacker that is a C+. These guys are all young. They're within 20 to 21. Maybe the oldest was 22, but player contracts. Bruce Cortez. So we're going to give him a 4 for 2.5 offer. He's going to accept. And he's going to be the starting quarterback too. And we have also Archie. We're going to let you walk. Running back wise, wide receiver, Arthur Summers. We are going to give you 6 years. Offer that. Can we offer him an extension? 3. No. Okay. Trevor Welsh, we'll give you 4 for that. Ronnie, you're 25. We're gonna let you walk. Tight end room. We now have our replacement, kind of, or our second string. Given 2.5 for 4 years. Line. 23-year-olds. They're all pretty young yet, but I'm gonna let all of them walk. We will sign new offensive linemen. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots to fill. Yeah, I'll do that. Give us new, fresh people in here. D linemen. You 2 are walking for sure, or you 3. 27 is pushing it. 21-year-old. We'll give him that. for 7 years. And he is set. So he's A+. We're going to let all the D linemen walk too. The 20-year-old Renee Stanley. Pretty cheap. And we're going to let Daryl walk. 24-year-old is C+. I'm going to let those two walk too as well. Just literally looking for some fresh and new. So we don't have any DBs. So how many DBs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think the 28-year-old, you are being released. Don't need 12 DBs. And I will release you. Being more money. 25-year-old can stay. And we got two freshly 2.5, 7 years. It's pretty cheap. We'll do same with him, 2.5, 7 years. There, so they are set. Our kicker, our punter. We're gonna do that for $2 million. So start next season. Oh. Alright, loads back through. I wonder if I have to release. There we go. Now I can rolls everything. I have 138. So good thing we've waited, because we can get, what is the team guide right now? What do we need? What do we specifically need? We need a quarterback, running back, or kind of decent DB. We could. So front office or personnel, free agency. Oh, it changes every single time. You go in and out. So the DB, offer contract. $7 years. He accepts. Linebacker. Line. Brandon Barrett. 3.5 for 7 years. We'll accept. We'll take the 29-year-old, 3 years, make it 3 years. Do it 7. He accepts. 26-year-old. We'll bring him in. 2-year deal. 25. Let's see. Make it a 2-year. 2 mil. Okay, so we still have decent amount of spots. Terrence. Offer him a contract. He's 26. I think he'll progress. 24. 24-year-old. Okay, so he signed with Cincinnati because he didn't like the contract. 22-year-old. He's got B tackle, C+ overall speed. Three. Okay. Might get 2.5, 4 mil. Oh, they send the draft picks to the practice squad automatically. Oh. I'm going to start the rookie quarterback. Tight end wise, we can do, let me see, 24. Send this guy, can replace him as tight end 2. But he's going to be the new starting tight end. He's 27. He's 26. You can send him to the practice squad. I need a QB. Two for 2 years. Luis Cortez. Yeah, we can see who other people have. Shane Hamilton. I think we had Mark Knight. Shane Hamilton, he's 24. We could trade for him. Or the 26-year-old, 24-year-old, he's A from Miami. So we need a QB. Miami, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, or Pittsburgh. We'll see. We're going to do some trading. We'll add a player. We'll add 22-year-old, head player to trade. First. First. Not for Arizona, though. You have 3 first-round picks for the future. It's not them then. Okay. So we gave away 3 first-round picks to get a superstar 24-year-old QB in return. So that should give us something. It's 31 though. The rest of them was need a defense lineman and a wide receiver. All right, so wide receiver, speed. Nothing free agency wise. And we'll have to look what is out there. So Dallas has 1. Cleveland has a couple. Or 3 of them. But we'll see. It's 29, he's 28. So Vincent's a 1. Okay. With Dallas, he's 25. Okay, so Vincent and Torrey. And Carl Mendoza, so Cincinnati. Chicago, not really going after. Could go after him or Eddie. No, not Eddie. Colin, Ruben. Okay. Nah, he's 29 though. 23, Marshall. So we can go for St. Louis. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so trading. What does St. Louis need though? I need a kicker. Add second round, second round, second round, second round. Alright, so all our second round draft picks for the next 3 years. So we've given our second round draft picks away, and we've given our first round draft picks away for a nice wide receiver and a nice QB. We got a little bit left over, but I think that's all I'm going to do. We can add him to the active roster, and add that tight end to the active roster. Then we have 53. Alright, so we should be pretty much decent, but I know we have to do some changes. Well, the offensive coordinator is a C. Position coaches, I know. Receiving coach and a DB coach. A release coach, and we're gonna get a new receiving coach. O-line, okay. Overall offense. Go with Quinn Hopkins. He's a B+, so that's good. We'll do the DB coach as well. Release coach. Hire a new one for defense. And he's a B+, so that should be an upgrade. Overall, scouts we're good with. Maybe release the coach for the offensive coordinator. Hire a new coach. Badges. O-line expert. What is it? D-line. I think that's O-line. So that or drill master or play action pro. 37, 36, or 46. It's 500. Pass 500, 500. I guess our offense. I'll go with Mr. Kaepernick. 4 mil, 10 years. His overall is a B, and made it a B+. So we are good on that then. Our coaching staff is working good. Our facilities, field conditions, we can repair that. Trade boxes, repair. Do some repairing, our training, rehab, transportation, excellent. So then our training, acrobatic room, purchase that, and then we can't repair that since we only have 2 million. So we did some facility repairment within. Now he's that's the team draft guide. So he's the #1 QB. But now we got a QB. So overall, just need D-line and O-line, and hopefully we will get on the right track now with having a great QB and great QB now that's 24 years old, and a decent running back core, one good wide receiver with 2 other good wide receivers too as well. Maybe throw in the tight end for wide receiver B, because he is like 6'4". Let's see. .62. Okay. Yeah, since he's like 6'4", add him if he's like a 5. He's got speed of B. Gene Day has B+, but just to, keep that rolling, or Make it Green Day. I'll do that instead. Have that. Then we got tight end sets with, so Nicholas is more of a wide receiver than he is a tight end. So yeah, we'll have him replace that. Yeah, we'll have him do that. And tight end group. Seems pretty solid, but we may, no, we're gonna keep it. Or we can have, was it the 20? We'll do it that way. O-line, got a little bit of upgrades. Overall in general, otherwise we're just like really giving away our draft picks. Got some linebackers we can draft or whatnot in the future. Our development should be coming in shortly, and this is going to be year number 2. So we're going to simulate, and we win 21-6. We win by 8 against Pittsburgh. Carolina, we're winning 35-14. Minnesota, we're winning 21-12. We lost to Green Bay. We won against Chicago by 12 or by 8. Baltimore, we lost by 1. Cleveland, we won by 5. Boston, we lost by 7. Won by 7. We won by 6. Won by 34. Won by 9. Lost by 2. Lost by, it's like 8. And we won. And we are in the playoffs. We were 11-5. We're going to simulate. We lost in the first round, so, and Green Bay Axemen. Bert. Okay. 2023 2 for nothing, or year 2, he didn't play at all. Okay. He had 2 drops, he had 0 touchdowns. Okay. Retiring coaches. Player progressions. So we had A plus. Alright. 1. Okay, wide receiver wise, Marshall Hooper, Charles, tight end, Nicholas, Kurt went up to an A, lineman, Brett McCormick, Oliver Payne. And then D-line, got some upgrades. We had the Fabian draft pick, but C pluses and a B. Linebacker, Jonathan Campbell going down a little bit. And then Mr. Sutton's going down. We need some linebackers. DB, Mr. Peyton Brady is going down. He's 40 years old. 30. We're going to need some DBs. And you're for next year. Kicker. Punter is going up. And draft. so not starting the draft yet. Can I trade? That's the thing. Okay, so we got a third and a fourth. So you got a tight end, sort of get a little bit more money. We need O-line. We're gonna need a DB too. O-line, punter. We need a wide receiver. O-line, D-line. Wise, depth chart wise. O-line. So you got Scott Norton. Michael Shouse. Kenneth, 29. 25-year-old. Okay, Indianapolis I could trade. 30, 26-year-old. But I already traded with. So 24-year-old O-line Freddie. Las Vegas. 24, 26. Los Angeles. Could go for him. I just need a little bit of an upgrade. Could go for him too with New Orleans. So Los Angeles and New Orleans. Just need 2. And possibly Oklahoma City. Just need a couple of upgrades offensive line wise. Trading, so New Orleans or Oklahoma City. Add player, not QB wise. O-line. Well, they got a couple of good ones. Oh no, not him. What's with Blake? No, OKC then. St. Louis. Line. 24-year-old. Did I trade this guy away? I think I did. And I will add a third round. Or do they need a kicker? Well, I can't offer a better one. I think I did trade away Omar Gross. Miami, Los Angeles, add player. 24-year-old. Alright, so I got an upgrade on O-line that way. From them. And then Las Vegas. Add player. Not the 27-year-old, not the 30-year-old, the 24-year-old. We'll see what I can do. They need a tight end. Alright, a third round this year, third round next year, fourth round this year, and a fourth round this year. Okay. Yeah, it's in a 1-year contract though. Could add my tight end, my star tight end, but I'm not going to do that. O-line, I'm B all the way through, which is great. I could add Fabian. It's probably the only way I will add. Jonathan Campbell. Third round this year. Third round next year. There we go. So, I've upgraded completely on O-line. I am set. For next year. He wants 28 mil. You'll accept that. He's 28. He's 24. 3 years. I'm gonna do 7. So 31, 26. I'm gonna let those two walk. Gene Day is 24, is a C, he didn't progress. Nope, not gonna resign. Ready, is there anybody? He can also go on the practice squad, so Darrell, he's C+, and he's 28 years old. He's gonna walk, linebacker. Harry, he's gonna walk too as well. So Dawson, you're a B, so I'm gonna give you 4 years, 6 mil, or make it 5 years, 6 mil. Okay. 24 and C+. No. Kicker. These players. So we need wide receivers. Tight ends were good. Need. This is. Okay. Alright. We have a whole lot of DBs. Since my pick. QB we don't need. Running back we don't need. Wide receiver we kind of need. Speed. D-line. B, a C plus, C and C. Okay. Oh, because I didn't sign him yet. Making it kind of expensive, but not necessarily expensive. And I know I haven't really been... Okay, linebacker, we gotta focus on this guy first. Make sure we have the money for it, which we do. 15, 7 years. 15.5, okay, he's good. Offer this guy a contract too as well, because I know we're kind of low. Linebackers. 31-year-olds. Oh, DB. This guy too. Okay, 16. Make it 17. 7 years. But yeah, we can also use them if we don't do well as draft stock for trading. It's 25 DB, but I know we have a lot of DBs too as well, but some DB wise. We have a lot. So we have 2 A+ DBs. It's 26 is on 2 deal. release. Release. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that should be enough. Linebackers. 3, 4, 5, 6. But we are going to release you on right now. So we're gonna try and find. We're gonna probably try and trade for another linebacker. So we have 3. There's 29. I'll release you. O-line, we are completely set. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we don't need 14. This guy, he was regressing, so we will release you. Jamie Carpenter, thank you for your service. 32-year-olds, thank you. 20-year-old can stay, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we can release one more. Okay. Tight ends were good. Wide receivers, we got 5, so we're gonna need a couple more. Running backs, we could use one more. QBs, we are set. So O-linemen, we are good. Running back, 29 or 28. 22, Edgar Sims. 7, and you're gonna get $2 million per year. Wide receivers, 24. Danny Owen. He's got the speed. He's got good speed. Lamb. 2 mil. There. So running backs, we got 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wide receivers, that's perfect. Tight ends 3. We got 10. D lineman, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 linebackers, so we're gonna need a couple more. Yeah, we're good on DBs. Kickers, punters, we're good. Alright, so linebackers and defensive line. 3 years, we're gonna make it at a year. Then linebackers, it's 31, it's 23. Speed, I'm kind of trying to go based off of speed. contracts, running backs, wide receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should be good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will get one more defensive line or one more linebacker. So they're showing one more. Nice, 31 though. Okay. 2 years. Okay. All right. So, our 53-man roster. So we got 14. We can look at facilities and what we can. Weight room, rehab, excellence, transportation. We just don't have the pool room installed for 40. And that is all she wrote. Yeah, we're gonna make it normal. Okay, passing. Do one on each. We got 4, so then ball security is one of them. I'm gonna go with we'll go heavy this year. We'll add get 2 to everything. So, yeah, we'll go a little heavy because our development is going to go pretty well. So, this is year number 3. I'm going to simulate like I've been doing. 1. New badge earned. Blitz Pro for defensive coordinator increases the effectiveness. So, that's good. Going to simulate against Buffalo. Marcus, our head coach, 15%, plus 15% additional practice points. Requires any coordinator. So what should we focus on? There we go. Man, 5-0. Great start. 33-12. Our DB coach, estimate overall an A, +1 to all DB attributes. Oh, we lost our first game, which is no big deal. Then we bring it back up, 44-14, 21-16, 37-20, 35-19, 44-16. Our defensive coordinator gets all defensive attributes. Another boost. Oh, we lost our second game, 30-27. That was a close game. And did we win? We went 13-3, so I'd imagine we did. We went 3rd and 10th in rushing, and then 1st in defense and 16th on the rush defense. So franchise records, no bowl, but overall 25-24. Best season 13-3. Official all time. Okay, that's actually cool of having all this. But I am trying to find dashboard. Lost in the wild card round. The #1 seed. There we go. Did we win our last game? Should be on here. Somewhere. Somewhere. It should be. Oh, we lost. Okay, by 3. So it wasn't too bad. Alright. So we have Chicago, us, Dallas, Atlanta, Arizona, Seattle, and Green Bay. So 3 North teams in it overall. Let's go to playoff standings. So we had the first round bye, wild card, division leader for 10-6, Dallas, Seattle, and Adventuremen. Changed conference, so Baltimore Sailors. And then they have 3 of the South from Houston, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. 1 of Miami. And the first round bye is Denver with 13-3, same as us, and Nebraska Thunderhead at 12-4. Alright. So we are going to simulate. We will face the Dallas Stampede. We will lose. And Denver. Oh, Knights. QB. And our QB coach is retiring too. Okay. Player progressions. It's running back. So Julio is going down just a little bit. But Michelle Harpa is going up. These guys are going up. Kurt is going up still. Nicholas is going up. Stanley Harvey may release. Abraham is going down. Same as Oliver. Otherwise, everyone else seems to be a decent amount of aged. Cummings is going down. Fabian's going up. Linebackers, Wayne is going down. Carl is going down. And Matthew. Okay. DBs. Holy, 33. 41. Okay. 31. 7. Francisco is 29. So, our kicker. Okay. 52? Oh, because one of our QBs retired. Okay, so we need a linebacker and a kicker. What's the draft? Team summary. I don't start until the 4th round. Skips my pick. Team guide. So, for linebackers or kicker. Okay. Drafts. Player pool. Blocking. D-line. Tackle is a B. We'll choose another linebacker. C pluses and 2 C's. So DB. I released the rookie. Whoops. I believe they'll progress pretty well. So yeah, accepts that. D lineman. 1.5. 7 years. Ooh, okay. So I want that. 7. Oh, he's a C. Release. Okay, so he is locked. Stanley, I am going to release you. For that. I'm kind of offering a minimum of 1.5. Running backs, we're good. Quarterbacks, we are good. So I have to get a new QB coach. Central passing expert, a mentor. Alright, he's a B+. Scout wise, West Coast. Wouldn't be the same. Alright, so coordinators. So I have head coach is a B+, so everybody's a B+. B+. And B's to an A on defensive. DBs, and then B+, B, A, and B. Alright. So going heavy. Oh, extreme. F1 extra. We're gonna go with just running the ball. I would say pass rushing. Pass coverage. Speed and agility, strength and endurance. It was strength and endurance. There we go. So this free agency, they have like nobody. Kicker is 20. Alright, so personnel wise, alright, we're gonna kicker 27. Kick power. Okay. For sure, this 26-year-old. I'll do for 5. This guy, 17. Sure, I'll do that. DB. Do that for 5. Okay. Linebacker. That. Five. The lineman, perfect. Jonathan Henderson. Receiver. Can't afford him anyway. Yeah, no. And quarterback, we are good. Or how many DBs do I have now? Probably could trade some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like a practice squad now. Owens. It's 23 though. depth chart was. I'm sorry. You're 41 years old. You shouldn't be on there. We got 2 tight ends, O-linemen. Okay. Need a kicker, yes, but that is the least of my worry right now. Plus. Alright, now on to year number 3. Am I right? I should be right. Be 44 to 10, 30 to 20, lost by 1, 27 to 12, lost by 1, 35, 23, 23, 16, 34 to 20, 30 to 13, 37 to 26, 40 to 29, 44 to 22, 1 by 2, 1 by 16, I mean 14 and 2 this round. So we did get the first round bye. Shane Hamilton, league MVP. Alright, Jeffrey Forte, players awareness, film studies. Alright. Film studies again for the Quentin Hopkins. And we're in the championship. And we are 2026 Axis Super Bowl champions in year number 3. So, we have made it, did some trading. The first year around, we'll look at some 37 to 17. So just 1 by 3 against LA, 1 by 6 against Atlanta. So our team's pretty good, to say the least. Personnel, front office, or stats. Okay. So we are 42 and 27. So franchise records. We have 1 bowl. So 2022 is when we started. So yeah, 24 years. So we got 4 years, 4 seasons. Becoming a champion in 4 seasons. So it can be manageable when team rankings. 1st and 11th in rushing, and then 29th, 32nd, and 21st in rush defense. So team leaders, league leaders. So S. Hamilton, 107 rating, 6,500 yards, 46 touchdowns, 12.8 yards per catch average, 325 yards per game, 68% 69%. No interception, minimal. 510 completions. Attempts was 745. Seems to be a lot. Rushing, Castillo had 20 touchdowns, so he tied for the top. 9.3 yards per carry for Hamilton. Then receiving, Mr. Harper had 11 touchdowns, 1,600 with 1,400 yards with Mitchell and Harper. Mitchell and Harper 83 average and 73 average. 140 receptions, 589 yards after catch, 495, and 2 drops by Owen and Washington. Defensive tackles, Townsend had 132, 16 sacks, 15 sacks. Chavez had 13 tackles for losses. Townsend had 5 forced fumbles. No touch, or if they did, it would be tied. He did not force a touchdown or get a touchdown defensively. Fumble recoveries, we had 10 for base. Caldwell had 8. Marshall had 6. Defensive leaders kicking, C. Anderson, 63 attempts. Oh, PAT attempts, 63. 92 attempts for punts. 29 inside the 20. Alright. Returns. We had punt return TDs, so we had 2 by Mitchell. Punt return average, kick return, touchdowns, we did not. Just only had the 2. Kick returns, 52 or 62. It's a lot of returns. And there we have it. But we are going to go for another year, because that will be our 5th year. So, just kind of using up points. And seeing where they could be at, so. So 2024, now 2025, going into 2026, or, so 2025, 2022, 2023, 2024. So our 5th season is coming up right now. So within 4 seasons, we got a Super Bowl. So we had merchandise 19.48, and merchandise, food and beverage 20.5, 15.45, league share 272.5. I think that's like kind of increasing the salary cap and whatnot. So our player salaries have increased I went from 327 to increase to 353, but then it's decreased at 317. And then our coaches went from 50 to 55, and the facilities 8 million. You're going to not purchase it yet until we make sure make sure that our players are getting so front office, personnel, trading, gotta look at draft picks. So we have none, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Alright. So we technically don't need any draft picks. So we will Tennessee. Oh, no, not again. So, personnel, trading, at draft pick, 4th, and a 5th. We'll try to get it from Tennessee. For next year's 3rd. Alright. So we got 2/3. We'll try and get like a 4th from the 7th. We're in the 6th and the 7th. The 6th and the 7th this year for a 5th next year. Or do a 4th in 2028. You need an O-lineman. Okay. We'll give you an O-lineman. Not our Freddie Blair, but our 28-year-old. There we go. So I don't need any draft picks. Draft, start the draft, simulate. Player contracts. So he's got 3 years, he's got 1 year. Okay, 1 year, 1 year. 32. Abraham Collins, we're going to release you. D lineman. It's different if you're 21, but if you're 30 and you're at the C level, like him, we're releasing. Oh, sorry, you're just not going to progress. We'll just keep him. Or we'll trade. So we do need another linebacker, though. Retire, my dude. Alright. Alright, personnel-wise, we have 48 out of 53. Wide receiver. Tight end. Alright. What is out here? A running back. That is 29 and 23. $15. Linebacker, 22, 22, 23. That's what we need. We're going to replace our C linebackers with our B linebackers. 28. Okay. So we have, it's already full. Okay. Oh, it's full with our C's. Okay. is so, I would say so lethal, but I wouldn't say that entirely. The 29-year-old, 28-year-old could get these, but what are people wanting? They're wanting a tight end. They need a line. Give me a third round, a fourth, and a fifth. So how many line do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So then yeah, the 6'7" guy. Alright, so this is the last year. I have 57. Okay, so I am going to go to facilities. We're going to install massage room, and that will be about it. Could have installed the pool room, but I'd rather work on rehab, this spa, and everything else. So that way we have a better chance of winning more frequently, which we already are, but to have a better chance. So simulate sort of dominating, see if we're defensive. All right, getting up there. We got B+ with film studies for our D-line coach. I know 10-0, 11-0, 12-0, 31, 17, 14-0, 15, 16-0. And we have Brian Burke, man. Oh, and Green Bay beat us. And they become the 2027 reserve retirees for the Detroit. So, overall, it was a pretty successful video. I'm just gonna say and see the player progressions. Let's get into 30. So it's kind of the 30, 31, depending on the position. He's at 30, so he's kind of regressing a little bit as well. Julio, Michelle, or Harper's still going. He's at 27. He's at 32. So it's like I could trade him right now and get a decent amount of draft stock, which is what I'll do. And I'll do one last season because we did win a championship and I want to win 2. Linebacker is 33. It's 31, 30. Okay, yeah. Some of these guys are. He regressed. He's only 24. And the DBs are regressing a little bit. And then the punter's regressing. So, player progression. We're going to do some personnel stuff of trading. Add player R. 32-year-old. Who needs a wide receiver? That's the thing. I'm going to try to do people who need a wide receiver first, but I feel like overall. But now it's going to who had the worst record. I think it was 2-14, which was Miami. Give me that. Give me that. See if this will work. First round this year, the second rounder, first round next year. Third round. There we go, first, second, and third. So we got 2, so we probably got the first overall pick as well. Oh, because he's still. Now it's. Okay. Third. And fourth. Alright. So we're going to go. And 12. At the end part of the video, now I'm just kind of being a little goofy because I have these A plus, like A DBs. That I may be losing money, but in the long run, I'm gaining draft picks from it, so I'm kind of going to. So I'm at 2 and 14, 3 and 4. Well, there's a couple of teams that are 5 and 11. I'm just gonna choose Cincinnati. 5-year-old. There we go. So, trading wise, 5 first-round picks, 5 second-round picks, 7 third-round picks, 5 fourth-round, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So, 10. So 10 within the first 2 rounds, a third, or 17 within the first 3, 22 within the first 4, and then, so that's 3 picks I don't really need, but expired contracts, so Bruce, and I can't afford him, so I can afford you. And I can't afford you. So, and he's not on salary, so I can't trade him. Shoot. So, draft time. Yes. Player pool. Oh, there's an A tight end, so we have a replacement. A linebacker, an A DB. Okay. Player pool. A tight end. Oh, then it skips a few. Okay. So now, do we go for the linebacker? Oh, so I do have everybody who has. So wide receiver. Pick 31. Okay. Running back. at this point, it's I don't need all these picks. It's like I could pick like QBs or kickers and punters the rest of the way. That's why I kind of wish like you could trade. Well, I'll pick another QB. You could trade while you're drafting. That way you can, for future picks. We're still in the 4th round. I think I have one more. Draft summary, so A plus B, C plus, Sonny Moreno. My original pick, C plus, second round, C plus, C plus, C plus, C plus, and C, all C's, C pluses, C's, pluses, round 5, the C plus, a C, and a C. And I only have 1.2 mil. So overall, this will conclude the video, and because I've ran out of money and I could trade and do all this stuff and get rid of money, but it's more of paying out contracts, and I'll just be releasing everybody and I'd have no money left. And hopefully you've enjoyed this long video. Sorry it has to end this way, but overall in general, we did get one Super Bowl or Axis Bowl out of the game, and with all the contracts and all the draft picks that I've traded everybody with. I didn't think it would bite me in the butt, but it bit me in the butt. So, like I mentioned, franchise records, we made one bowl. We were 58-28 throughout the seasons. 17-2 was our best. Most total yards, 674, 153 total yards allowed, 83-28, 521 pass yards, rush yards, 316. Individual all-time, so we had Shane Hamilton that we traded from Kansas City and took it off there, gave him some weapons, upgraded the defense with having like 4 A to A plus DBs, having a A plus linebacker at least one with a B plus or a B, defensive line having an A plus, and then trying to get either a C plus to a B plus to help him out, Fabian. And our offensive line had one A plus, eventually trading into season 2-3 and upgrading the O-line to being all like B's and B pluses. Upgraded the offensive coordinator, offense coordinator, defense coordinators, the scouts, the position coaches, of having it being a B plus to an A or a B to an A throughout the whole entire coaching staff, and being able to turn a low salary team at $83 million to now struggling with money like 5 years down the line to have a championship team. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and peace out.